Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And a couple of weeks ago, in fact, it was probably close to 3 weeks ago, on this channel we exposed what the government was up to when it came to funding of businesses who were being financially damaged by the lockdown. Remember those funds that were put aside by the government? And then we had the Minister of Tourism saying that, look, if you're not BBBEE compliant, don't waste your time even requesting any money. So it became a racial fund, which is pretty much par for the course in South Africa. Everything in the ANC government is racially based. It's a racist organization, no question about that. But as a result of this, Afriforum decided they were going to challenge the ability for the ANC government to actually exclude a certain portion of the business community from this funding based on the racial status of that business, i.e. if they're not 51% black owned, forget it, you're going to get nothing. And it's now going to court on the 21st of April. Contentious lobby group Afriforum has hauled the Department of Tourism to court in an urgent bid to overturn race criteria which determine which businesses score state-sponsored COVID-19 relief bailouts. At the heart of the looming legal battle is the R200 m Tourism Relief Fund, announced by Minister Mmamoloko Kubayi-Ngubane as a buffer for businesses in the tourism sector which have been severely affected by the national lockdown. Now, let's face it, that's just a drop in the ocean. I mean, that's totally, it's totally inadequate. And it provides for a one-off grant of up to 50,000 rand for financially distressed businesses, which again is totally inadequate. I mean, that's in US dollars terms, that's like about $2,500 US. You know, imagine how far that's going to take you after 5 weeks being locked down and no customers coming through the door of your B&B or your hotel or whatever. Ridiculous. But making it race-based is just adding fuel to the fire. According to papers before the court, the Tourism Department intends to apply empowerment criteria when considering pleas for a bailout, and it would be an exercise in aid of transformation. Transformation to black ownership is what they're talking about here. But Afriforum CEO Cully Creel called the race criteria shameful and unlawful, insisting that the discrimination did nothing towards funding those who needed it most. He said in an affidavit, the tourism minister's stated intention to help only some people and not others because of the color of their skin, their age or their gender makes a mockery of South Africa's constitutional democracy. He went on to say, discrimination on the basis of race and other unalterable characteristics is immoral and inexcusable. It is unacceptable that President Cyril Ramaphosa could call for national unity only for the tourism minister to insist that race and other immutable characteristics would be used as a basis for determining which South Africans would receive government support. Creel said that beyond the discriminatory posture, the one-off cash payments would do little to uplift those previously disadvantaged. The fund is intended to assist businesses, not persons or categories of persons, he added. This was the foundation of his contention that the decision to apply race-based and other criteria concerned violates the principle of law and asks that the decision be reviewed and set aside. On the eve of the lockdown, Afriforum reacted when an unpublished Department of Trade and Industry document indicated that to be granted state assistance, a business would need to be majority black-owned. The department dismissed the document as a fake, while Afriforum saber-rattled with the court challenge. Now, just to give you a bit of background to the so-called fake document, it turned out it was a legitimate document from that government department, but they called it a draft, But when you look what happened with the funds for the tourism industry, with this 200 million rand, you can see clearly it was not a draft. It's how the funding is being allocated in South Africa, based on race. Anyway, Kubayi-Ngubane, however, on Wednesday, slammed Afriforum's claims and insisted that the court challenge was a publicity stunt. No such court papers were filed with the court by Afriforum. Therefore, any statement issued to the contrary is disingenuous, she said. The ministry has received court papers from Afriforum's lawyers, but considered them moot as they didn't bear a court case number. This means there is no court process which was initiated, and we are not able to respond to go to court. She moved to defend the transformation agenda of the Relief Fund, saying that it was guided by the tourism broad-based black economic empowerment codes of good practice. How can that be codes of good practice? That's ridiculous. It's an oxymoron. Anyway, she said, our vision to ensure sustainable and inclusive tourism development. The matter will be heard in the Pretoria High Court on April the 21st. So it is going to court, despite her denials. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe.